What's up, guys? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to another DJ tips and tricks video brought to you by the homies over at JK Pro Audio. If you guys remember, at the end of last year, we went to go tour Joe Jack's DJ store as well as the DJ school out in Long Island, New York. And well, we are teaming up to bring you this video, how to record your DJ mixes. More specifically, how to record your DJ mixes using this, the Reloop Tape. This is an MP3 mix recorder designed to help you record your live mix. Now, I already know what some of you guys are thinking, but Barr, my DJ software, already allows me to record my mixes within the actual software. And yes, that is true. There are some softwares that allow you to record your mixes within your actual computer. The problem is that you're doing it within your actual computer. This right here is a game changer because it allows you to record your mixes externally. Why is that good? Well, it's putting less strain on your laptop. Your laptop can actually just focus on running your DJ software as opposed to running your DJ software and recording a mix. The other cool thing about this device is that it actually connects to the back of your controller or the back of your mixer, and it just stays there. So it'll record your entire set, whether it be the entire club night, your mixes, and the other DJ's mixes, and it'll also record the wedding or the Sweet 16, the quinceañera in its entirety. So you'll be able to go back and hear yourself, and if you're working with other guys, let's say at a club, you'll also be able to hear what your competition or what your friends are actually doing on the table. So that's something that's really cool about this. Whereas if you're recording on your actual computer, you can only record yourself. Once you unplug and the next guy comes on, you won't be able to record his mix. This will just rest in the back of your controller and the back of your mixer all night. Once the night is over, you unplug this and you go home and play back your audio. And because this connects directly to your mixer or your controller, that also means that you don't have to be using software. So if you're using actual vinyl or if you're using actual CDs to do a mix, it'll record it no problem. That also means that you can use this little device right here as a media converter. So you can turn your vinyl into MP3. I know some guys aren't a fan of doing that, but that option is there if you choose to do so. Let's take a look at what's inside of the actual Reloop Tape. Alright, we have a couple of stickers, instruction manual, power cable, and international connectors. Your cable, you have RCA right here to 3.5 millimeter, I think this is what it's called. You have grounds if you do want to ground your turntables, if you are using turntables. And of course, the actual Reloop Tape itself. And it actually does resemble an actual cassette. If you guys don't know what a cassette is, it's basically this thing that losers like myself used to use back in the day to bootleg music off radio stations to make mixtapes for girls that had totally friend-zoned us. Okay, so here we have everything that came in our package. We have our cable, our power connectors, depending on where you are. I'm USA, so let's put these off to the side. And of course, our Reloop Tape. This is the back and this is the front. I love the detail. Look, they have the A and the B side just like those old school cassettes. Let's move this stuff off to the side so that we can get a better look at this. So here we go. On the side we have, of course, our power, which is right here, so we can just go right in with our power. We have a phono or a line selector. We're going to be using CDJs because that's what I own. I don't own turntables. If you're going to be using turntables, you do have the option of grounding them, but I am going to be using just a regular old mixer with CDJ, so I'm going to be recording line. You have a quality choice. I personally prefer recording at 320, but that will give you bigger files. And speaking of file sizes, if you look here, there is a USB input. So I'm going to take this USB that I bought at Staples. It's 16 GBs. That should be more than enough to last me a whole night. And you pop it into place. All the sound will be recorded onto this little thumb drive here. And at the end of the night, all you do is unplug the thumb drive and play back your audio. So after I plug this in, I'm going to take my RCA out and I'm going to plug this to my record out or my master out of my mixer. Alright, Alright, as many of you guys know, I own a Pioneer DJ M850 mixer. I love this bad boy. Now, I personally have a couple of different ways of doing this, but you might not have that luxury, so just look for record out or master out 2. So, for example, I have a master 1, which is my XLRs. This is what I primarily use for when I'm running my speakers. Then you have a master 2. This is a great spot for something like the Reloop Tape. Some of you guys might just have one master out, so just use your master out for your speakers and then take your record out for your actual Reloop Tape. Now, for the purposes of this video, I am going to be using my record out. So I'm going to plug in my red with my red and my white with my white. Now that we have our RCAs plugged in, I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to go right into the input jack of it and plug it in like so. I'm gonna take my little thumb drive and go right into the tape itself. Now all we have to do is plug in our turntable, CDJs, power everything up, and start rocking out. Now if you're using a controller, you can just skip all the plugging in stuff and go right into rocking out. Okay, so I've plugged everything in, and this is what it looks like when the device is actually on. You have 4 indicator lights here. So you have a green light here showing that you have power. On the bottom, you have your USB showing that you do have a USB connected to it. On the right, we have a record light. This light will basically turn on when you're actually recording. You have a 4th indicator, which is your signal / peak. You want to keep an eye out on this because you do not want to distort your sound. Let me show you what it looks like when you distort the sound. So I'm going to turn on some music here. See how it's flashing? It's going from green and red. You don't want that. You want to have nice crisp sound. So I'm going to bring down my volume here, and boom, that looks pretty good. That looks like a volume where I want to record everything at. This right here is actually a button, and it's your start and stop button. So once I press that, it'll start recording the mix. Another cool thing that I forgot to mention about this little device is the fact that because it's connected directly to the back of your controller, your mixer, you can also record audio from your microphone. Back when I used to use Virtual DJ, when I first started out DJing, I really wanted to start my mixing off basically saying, hey, what's up, welcome to my mix, and things like that. And I couldn't do that because Virtual DJ would actually record the actual mixing internally, if that makes sense. The actual controller would only act as a MIDI between the crossfaders on the screen and the crossfaders on my controller. That's one thing that I hated. Whenever I would try to talk on the microphone, the computer wouldn't record that. So let me show you guys a little demo of what I'm talking about. I am going to talk directly into the microphone, and I'm going to record the audio onto here so that you guys can hear what the audio on here sounds like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press record, and now you guys see the red light is flashing, which means we are recording. Let me turn my microphone on, and switching from the camera audio to this microphone right now. Hey now. So what you are hearing now is the actual microphone, and it is going directly into my little Reloop Tape. What do you guys think of the sound? What do you guys think of the sound? I'm using a Shure Beta 58 wired microphone. So let me play you guys a little something so that you guys can hear what it sounds like. Now, for copyright reasons, I can't show a full mix right here on YouTube. So I'm just gonna pretend, we're gonna pretend that I am starting off a mix right now. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's happening? What's going on, guys? My name is DJ Barr, and you are right now tuned in to my podcast. The podcast starts right now with a little bit of Caribbean flavor.
Out in the streets, they call it bad.
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of rose. Murder she wrote.
As you can see, it's writing to the USB. You want to give it a second or two and then unplug. Why am I still talking into this thing? Can you guys hear me right there? Yeah, you guys can hear me. So now I have my mix recorded on here, and I can go into my computer and pretty much edit it, listen to it, and upload what I want. This will also make you a better DJ. If you guys have ever recorded yourself and gone back and heard yourself back, it'll tell you where you need to improve. That's actually something that's helped me because I film a lot. Review you yourself, if you will. Okay, so now that our mix is recorded, I'm gonna take my little USB stick into my computer like so. And here we go. I have my USB stick, and here you see Reloop Tape. It actually creates an actual folder for you. I have all of my info. It says it's an MP3 file. The size is not too big, only 8 megabytes, and that's pretty much it. So I can press the space bar and hear myself back. Let me hear what it sounds like. Alright, I'm gonna pretend in to my podcast. The podcast starts right now with a little bit of Caribbean flavor.
Out in the streets, they call it Barr.
It's always funny hearing yourself back. I always cringe when I hear myself back. But it's that simple to use, guys. There you guys have it. The Reloop Tape. I want to send a huge shout out to my homie Joe Jack. If you guys want to check this Reloop Tape out, check out his website. I'm going to list it down below. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? I think it's a pretty awesome little device. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start bringing this out to events and actually recording my mixes live, so I can actually go back and show clients a full-blown mix, a full-blown live mix. Because honestly speaking, there's a huge difference between recording at home in your studio when there's no pressure, as opposed to when you're actually at a gig recording in front of people. Or maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. But alright, let me know your questions, comments, and concerns. It is retailing now for, I believe, $100, $120. Check it out. Links are below. Like this video if you like this. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time I do another tips and tricks video here on my channel. Thank you, bros, for being awesome. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.